How is it going, everybody? Welcome to another End of Oak Street video. So apparently during the NBA Finals, there was a brand new TV spot for the movie that was released. And this one actually gives a little bit of a better glimpse at one of the dinosaurs that will be showing up in the movie. That dinosaur is the amazing Spinosaurus. I am actually genuinely surprised that Spinosaurus will be showing up in this movie, because I kind of convinced myself that this was only going to be taking place during the Jurassic period. This kind of shows that it's most likely going to be like a mixture of all of the different time periods, so maybe this is actually just a large coelophysis, or maybe just a bunch of dinosaurs were brought together through time. Since, it seems that our main characters were brought back in time, maybe Spinosaurus was brought back in time, or maybe Allosaurus was brought forward in time. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the movie. But let's talk about this Spinosaurus real quick. Now, it seems to be the dinosaur that's attacking the car, as in it was this handsome fella right here. I couldn't quite determine, I couldn't figure out which creature this was when we were watching the first trailers, but it seems likely that it is the Spinosaurus. And some people did bring that up because, proportionally speaking, it does seem a little bit more similar to Spinosaurus. With the fact that it has proportionally short legs compared to the rest of its body, and these huge arms with huge claws with hands that seem to actually be breaking right here. It is lacking the proper Spinosaurus tail, though. That being a basilisk-like tail. This looks like a normal theropod tail, which Spinosaurus did not have. Spinosaurus was not normal in that way. And again, here's the shot that basically tells us that this is Spinosaurus. We have a Spinosaurus head right here with a sail in the back. Now, obviously, it's not the best shot in the world, and so there's a lot that we don't know about it, but it does look like it has a little bit of a crest right here, which is a nice little detail, and it has a thin and elongated snout. The sail shape seems to be a lot more rounded with a single peak in the middle, which is probably a bit more likely than the double peaks that you often see with most Spinosaurus reconstructions, the ones that have a notch in the middle. The rounded one is probably a little bit more likely. So, this might be a pretty cool Spinosaurus design. It might be one that stands out. It seems to send the car through the house, which is just insane. But yeah, it might be really cool to see. Again, I think that these proportions look pretty decent overall for a Spinosaurus. It's obviously not going to be a 100% accurate Spinosaurus, especially if we're looking at the Allosaurus of the film. But still, it might be, it's always going to be cool to see Spinosaurus. That much is for sure. But since this essentially confirms that this movie will not be taking place solely in the Jurassic, that certainly does leave the door open for any other potential dinosaurs to make an appearance. And that actually brought me back to this thing right here. This was like a TikTok filter that they released, all the way back when the first trailer released, where you can play a little bit of a game where you're riding your bike through the neighborhood with dinosaurs all around. At first, I thought they were just placing iconic dinosaurs into the filter to just make it eye-catching, and that didn't necessarily represent dinosaurs that were going to make an appearance in the movie. But as you can see right here, there is a Spinosaurus, and now we know that Spinosaurus will be in the film. So now we could probably say that there's a good chance that Ankylosaurus will make an appearance, for example, or this dead guy, which kind of looks like a type of sauropod. The Spinosaurus seems to be walking on its hands right here, at least going and eating some vegetation, interestingly. Maybe it's Ouranosaurus. Could you imagine if Ouranosaurus made an appearance? That would be weird. Obviously, proportionally speaking, this is not Ouranosaurus, of course, and its head's too big, its snout's too long, but these are pixelated, who knows? I don't know why a Spinosaurus would be eating vegetation. Of course, crocodiles do eat fruit from time to time. Who knows? I don't know. What do you guys think it is? Be sure to let me know down below. Here's another one that actually has a Therizinosaurus that is doing something that's just really unethical. Kicking these people while they're down. It's not right. And a Triceratops over here that has a too long of a tail. It looks like the Jurassic Park Triceratops, which if Triceratops made an appearance in this movie, I can very much see them reusing the Jurassic World Triceratops model. If the Therizinosaurus looks like this, though, if Therizinosaurus does make an appearance, that would look really cool. I love the feathers, and I all the proportions seem to be very good too. So yeah, that'd be cool if that made an appearance. And here's another dead Triceratops and a huge big pile of crap. like from you know, Jurassic Park. So those could potentially be dinosaurs that make an appearance in this movie, now that we know that Spinosaurus is making an appearance in this movie. That's certainly going to change the way that I think about this movie, because again, we were mostly seeing Jurassic animals up until this point. So I was certain that we were sticking to a single time period. But now this might imply that there's way more chaos going on in the movie than we previously thought. Or maybe maybe it's like a Fantasia situation where it's just a melting pot of a lot of different dinosaurs from different time periods. Maybe we'll even see a Dimetrodon running around, much like we did in Fantasia. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But I just thought that was really interesting. I know that not a lot of folks saw this because it was a TV spot that only played during a certain event. So yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.